I can explain. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what is up? Welcome back to the Spare Parts Performance YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing good. Today we have a pretty cool video for you guys today. I'm going to be explaining where I have been, where we have been, and how all the cars are doing. So without further ado, guys, let's get into it. So for our first section here today, we are going to be talking about, of course, the question that everyone has been asking: where have I been? And you know, I've been getting text messages and Instagram messages and YouTube messages asking me where I have been. Well, to be completely 100% honest with you guys, I have just been way too busy. You know, I started a new job, and that's pretty much when all this started. Because that took up a lot of my time. So I put a lot of my time into that. And when I was home, I just didn't think about picking the camera up. But now that stuff is starting to chill out a little bit now, I'm ready, man. I'm ready to pick the camera back up. I'm ready to get back into this. I know you guys are ready to see more videos being pounded out. And as you guys can see behind me, we have Cookie Monster back here. A lot has happened with this thing, you know, in the last couple months. We will get into that. That is going to be another video that I make. We have a new car over here, right to my right, that we have on here. We have the Camaro behind here, sitting on the trailer. Well, that thing, we're not even going to talk about that. I have a new project that I got done that I want to share with you guys. I have videos now. It's going to take some time to get them all out to you guys. But without further ado, I want to let you guys know what we are about here on the Spare Parts Performance YouTube channel. If you guys don't know me, my name is Adam. I am pretty much the guy who runs this show. You know, I edit the videos, I make the videos, I set everything up for the videos. So you know, if you guys, I bet you guys have seen the old guy in the background of the videos. That's my dad. He's pretty much the muscle. He works on all the cars, helps with all the cars. Me and my brother do a lot of the work as well, but he's pretty much the brains behind it. He tells us what we need to know, we do it to our ability, and then he steps in and helps. Another question, what's coming up for the channel? Kind of touched on that a little bit. Like I said, a lot has happened with Cookie Monster back here, like a lot. I don't know if you guys remember seeing the 53 video. We have unfortunately sold the 53. It was a project that we just didn't really want to keep investing money into, that we knew the parts we needed weren't there, and we couldn't ever get it back to 100% right. One of those issues being the steering box in it just wasn't good. You know, we got it running, and that first drive video that you guys saw in there, that was literally the first drive, and my dad said he could not keep it between ditch lines because the steering has so much play in it, just couldn't keep it in the lines. So that happened. This thing, that's a whole nother video, so we're just gonna wait on that. The Camaro has been running absolutely solid. We have been to over 4 Strange Engineering street car shootouts at my local track, Cecil County Dragway. We have taken it up there multiple times. First time we took it up there, it made it through 7 rounds. And my dad actually placed third in that. We won $150. Pretty much, you know, that was a win for us, man. It pays for our trip to go up there, you know. The whole thing about the channel, you know, fun on a budget. Trying to have fun with the littlest amount of money, you know, and that was an example. We have a car here with maybe $400 wrapped up into it, and we just took this thing out there. This thing sits in this garage. We pull it out of the garage, hammer on it, park it back in the garage, do it again in a month. So for that thing to bring us something in is absolutely insane. But you know what? The whole thing is, we were out there having fun doing it. That is the whole reason why we do it, is because it's fun, not because we want to go out and brag and show who has the fastest car, who has the more money to put into their car. You know, we do it for fun. If you guys ever see me up there, this is not the fastest thing in the world. I hate to tell you, but you know what? I go up there and I have fun. That is what it's all about. It's fun. So as I was saying, the Camaro, we took it up there our first round. It made it through 7 rounds. He got out because he red lit, but that's okay, you know, and get excited, you know, you don't get up there, you never know what to do. So I brought it home, put a shifter in it, changed the hood scoop because the hood scoop was really ugly that was on it. And then we took it back up there, and that time, I think it was just him and I went. I didn't race that day, but I went, and he got out. He went out first round because the car actually, when it launched, it would slosh the fuel back in the carburetor, and it would kind of give the car like a stutter before it took off. So what we did, we put jet extensions in it. That fixed the issue. The car runs flawlessly now. You can launch it all day. You're not going to lose fuel. So we did that. Brought the car back home because we went out first round. Put C-clip eliminators in it, I think. No, we did not put C-clip eliminators in it. Forget that. We have them. We just got to put them in. But we took it back up this third time. This third time, it was the Camaro and my truck up there. And that was probably the funnest time I've ever had at the track. So you get 2 qualifying runs. You get 2 bye runs. So the Camaro made his first run, and this thing runs like 12.1 on the dial. 11.99 is the car's fastest. So we finally broke into the 11s. So that thing was running right on its dial all day long. I took this up there and raced it. I was running at like 17.1, 17.2. That was the dial in the morning. And then as soon as we got to race day, there were a lot of classes there. So we started in the morning time, and we had, it was probably about 4 hours between each run. So it was a very long day. So it was 7 o'clock at night by the time we finally got our first run. So we took this up there for our first run, and the guy I was racing actually jumped out of line when my dad was in front of me, and I got paired up against my dad. Nothing you can really do in that situation. You just got to run and hope to God you beat your dad, because you're going to carry some chewings if you don't. But luckily he's going to hate this when he sees it, but luckily his car would not start. What we think is we had an old Napa battery in it, and we think that one of the cells in the battery were actually burned out from the motor getting so hot in the engine bay, and it actually killed some of the battery cells. So out of the blue, the car would just shut off and just wouldn't start. Like a bit tick, 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 and nothing happened. So he gave me the bye run, made a flawless run with the truck, came back up, jump-started him. The car started, got back over to the trailer. You know, we were kind of mad about it because, you know, the car had started at least 8 times that day. So we were kind of mad that it wouldn't start. We got it back over to the trailer. We got in the car without the jumper cables, anything on it, and the car started back up. So that didn't help situations. But that day I went back up for my third run, and I actually ran the guy who won that night. Truck made an awesome lick, went straight the entire way, but it actually turned a 16.5, which my dial-in was 17.0. So it was not, like, I blew my time way out of the water. The only advantage I think that I had on those guys that day was that most of them had a 7-second handicap. So they were just sitting there all staged up for a solid 7 seconds before they can even go. So I had that in my favor. So we came back, we did that, and then that week, I was actually driving home, and I was getting on the bypass to come back to my house, and where we put a new different motor in this with a different transmission, I do not have a manual kickdown. So I downshifted in the second, just kind of merge over onto the highway. Well, when I did that, stuff went south, like really south. So long story short, the motor in this got done. It was done. So these past couple months, we've been doing that here and there, but we kind of pulled it out, you know, just refreshing it up, put a different gasket on it, and all that good stuff. Like I said, I will be making a new video going into detail what happened to this thing, so you guys have that to look forward to. But it brings me to my next section. What's going to be happening next on the channel? Well, that was a very good question. I hate to tell you, but I really don't know. I'm glad to be back. You know, it's been too long for me. My brother actually got a car. He got a 98, I think. 89. 89 Chevy Camaro. It is an IROC body style, but it's not an IROC. I hate when people do that. It is a Camaro. He got it. It's a pretty solid car, so we're going to go into an in-depth tour on that thing. Right now, he's got it in a million pieces. I got a new project. I recently bought a mini bike striker, or a Mako striker, I guess that's what it's called. And I actually traded the go-kart in the video of the go-kart video. I actually traded that for this mini bike. So that's my track get around device. So we're gonna make a couple videos with that thing. But man, that is pretty much it. That's all I got for you guys. I just wanted to come on here, let you guys know we are back, and I'm hoping to get videos out at least twice a week. I'm gonna make that a goal for myself. You guys are gonna have to bear with me with the whole editing stuff. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've been watching crazy amount of YouTube videos trying to figure editing out. I'm using DaVinci Resolve, so if any of you have any advice for me on tips, tricks, on how to use that, just drop a comment down below and I'll read them, and it'll probably help me most likely. But yeah, guys, just stay tuned for more videos on the channel, man. We're back. You know, Spare Parts Performance is back up and running. I don't know if any of you saw, but I did change our channel logo thing. I just wanted something different. You know, it's kind of like the 80s, 70s motor look, you know what I'm saying? So with the orange and the green, I thought it looked kind of cool, so we're going to roll with it for a little while, try it. In the near future, I will be coming out with decals, Spare Parts Performance decals. I will try and make the old logo. I'm going to have the new logo. I'm going to come up with a design for the new logo, and I'm going to be making shirts. So if you guys want to get on board with that, please, anything will help us out. I will be bringing up more information on that in the near future. So until then, guys, I will see you in the next one.